why my brain just started playing the Wii soundtrack.
Well, you kind of ruined my intro, but...
Well, sorry!
I was gonna say... what the fuck was I gonna say? I returned from the bathroom brokenhearted. I tried to shit, but only farted.
Oh, okay then.
Which was the opposite of what I said a couple weeks ago.
True!
Where it was like something, I do the dance, tried to fart but shit my pants.
Something like that.
Something whatever.
Yeah.
Hi,
but,
welcome.
Hi guys!
That's Sydney.
That's Monty. But
This is
yeah,
Otaku Outlet.
I very much, for some reason, as we were waiting for it to turn to 1, literally, we were literally waiting for like a minute.
Yes.
My brain just went, Wii soundtrack.
And,
But anyways, Meatloaf apparently died.
yeah, fucking the man, the myth, the legend, Rocky Horror Picture Show, fucking Bat Out of Hell. His name is Robert Paulson. He was in Fight Club, I know that.
He was in a lot of things.
They put tits on him in Fight Club.
They did.
God damn.
But yeah.
What else was he in? He was in something else. He voiced a character.
It's so weird that he's gone.
Hang on. Sad. Hang on. Meatloaf. What was he in?
I don't know.
I don't remember what he was in. He was in... albums, videos, movies, and TV shows. Fight Club, Rocky Horror. Oh yeah, he was the dad in Tenacious D.
Oh,
That's what
okay,
it was.
yeah.
He was also in Wayne's World, apparently.
Yeah, you didn't know he was in Wayne's World.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have not watched Wayne's World all the way through.
That's fine. I don't remember most of it.
I remember the opening where they go to the store to buy the guitar. He plays 2 notes, and the guy goes, "Hey!" and points to a sign in the back, and it says, "No stairway to heaven." And he goes, "No stairway. Denied."
Yeah, I remember Wayne's World for the fact of when the movie Bohemian Rhapsody came out.
Yes.
It came out on
Yes.
again, fun fact, came out on my birthday. I had told my mom when I saw the trailer for it, hey, I don't care what you had planned for my birthday, I want to see this movie.
Yep.
And my mom told my brother, and my brother thought I only knew Queen from Wayne's World.
So when fucking Michael Myers came up, does he go by Mike or does he go by the full Michael?
I think it's Michael. I think he goes by Michael.
Doc said Michael Myers. This is Mike Myers. Okay, I was thinking of the Baby Driver scene. I think I feel like he goes by Mike.
Anyway,
Shrek is in Bohemian Rhapsody, not Shrek. The guy who voices Shrek,
Mm-hmm.
who was also
Yes.
Wayne in Wayne's World.
Yes. He is in Bohemian Rhapsody as the record producer that lost Queen.
Yes, not the record producer, because
Yeah.
technically there were a bunch. He was a personification of everyone who
Yeah.
was like, Queen.
Basically, not knowing what it would become.
Damn it. It was silent.
Mm.
Once again, tried to shit, but only farted.
Now,
What an intro you're
These
in
are
for.
white couches.
Yeah, and I hate them.
True.
Have you felt these? They suck.
He's not
Literally, the thing you're sitting...
Don't forget the same dude is also in Cat in the Hat. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yes!
He's in the live action Cat in the Hat.
You bring up an excellent subject. I can't read your name because I said put on easy to read colors and put purple on black.
Oxenfree?
That would be Ollie.
That would be Ollie.
Thank you, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Oh, it's your birthday! Happy birthday!
I lost it. I lost my brain. What the fuck was I talking about? Cat in the Hat.
Cat in the Hat.
I want a movie with Jim Carrey's Grinch and Mike Myers' Cat in the Hat in the same movie. Like a concurrent plot where they meet and interact.
Do you want the world to implode?
Yes.
All right.
I want that movie. I really want that movie.
Also, I love how on the thing there's 2 comments, but on my phone there's only 1.
No, there's one.
Okay.
The fuck you mean there's 2 comments?
It looks like there's 2.
It says first time chat from viewer. Oh, I didn't realize that was the first time they were on.
I didn't know that was the first time you've been in here, Ollie. But, anyways.
Right.
Oh, we were talking about other things. Oh, Blizzard got bought by Microsoft.
Yes.
So every Blizzard game you've ever played is now owned by Google.
Which, I'm sorry, Microsoft. I mean, I guess if you bought them, it was your choice, but why?
I mean, it means that all the money for players that play, like, WoW...
Overwatch.
And that now goes...
Hearthstone.
Yeah, it now goes to Google, so...
Bill Gates is trying... Google?
Microsoft, Google, man.
No?
Didn't they used to be the same thing?
No.
I don't remember anymore.
Not even close.
Whatever. Microsoft.
Relatively similar, but not. That's like,
It all goes to Bill Gates.
It's like
now.
saying Star Trek and Star Wars are the same thing. It's like, no, they're
Anyways,
not.
it all goes to Bill Gates now, right?
Yes.
William Gates.
William Gates, as I like to say. Right next to fucking, not Jeffrey Bezos. There was another one. I can't remember who it is. Who cares?
Shit, I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, that's his name. Shit.
But no, another thing that we were talking about is like, so it came out this week. According to Tay, Star Wars and Star Trek are the same thing.
They are not. I will fight both of you. I swear to God. Do you? Okay, look up here. You see that big black box?
Can you
in the middle? I'm drunk, all right? Listen. I'm Pip the Troll, which I'll talk about in a second. See that big black box that says Star Wars Trilogy, the Definitive Collection? And you see the thing to the left of it, signed by Brent Spiner, that says Star Trek First Contact? Those are two separate things.
I'm not even getting involved in this.
Anyway.
Like, I watched both Star Trek and Star Wars. I'm not getting involved.
I watched every Star Wars movie at least once.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't fucking care. I don't give a shit. Yeah, lightsabers are cool. That's about it.
My thing with lightsabers is, and I don't get me wrong, I like lightsabers, but from a standpoint on, like, fighting someone and, like, even, like, torture and shit, it cauterizes the wound so the person will survive. The entire point of cutting off an arm is that the person will bleed out.
No, that's the thing. You cut off the whole arm.
Yeah.
So if you cut off all the limbs, then they're just like, eh.
They're just, yeah.
Merely a flesh wound.
They can't move, but, no.
I will transition ourselves into the Marvel section of this,
yes.
Marvel portion of this
Marvel
episode.
Portion. This Marvel portion I will not...
I'll start easy.
I won't really have much to contribute this one, I don't think.
Moon Knight dropped the trailer.
Never mind. That is one of my mother's... That is one of my mother's favorite comics.
Yes, that is also one of Dan Avidan of Game Grumps' favorite Game Grumps' favorite comics.
Yeah.
Supposedly, like a day after the trailer dropped, an actor for Moon Knight died.
Yeah, I don't...
Some people are saying the main actor...
I don't... See, from what my mom had said when she told me about it, it was the original actor from the first time Moon Knight got its thing, got, like, a live action. Even though it's never actually, like, been aired or anything, but, like, it was his original actor, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I found out who it is. So, Oscar Isaac is playing Moon Knight. Mm-hmm. Fuck off. Quick tangent. We'll pause. I keep getting a notification on this Google Pixel 4 after a fucking update. System UI is not responding. It gives me three options. Close app, wait, or some third thing that no one's ever going to fucking press.
Okay.
It's like ask info about it or something.
Yeah.
It keeps happening. Nothing has gone wrong. That window just popped up. Google, please figure this out and fucking fix it. This is obnoxious. Or make like Apple, just shut the damn thing off so I can't use it and have to buy a new product.
I was about to say, I think that's what it's doing, is they're doing what Apple does.
Yes, but this is even more aggravating because it still works.
Oh no, see, that's what okay. We're going on a technology tangent real quick.
Real fast, and then we'll get back to Marvel, I promise.
Oh, sorry. But so, I've only had 3 actual Apple phones.
Yes.
Ever.
I haven't even had an Apple phone.
And so I had the 5C when it came out. Because if you couldn't tell by this thing, I like my small phones.
Yep.
And
yeah, small hands.
Not really, but
whatever. That's tangent on its own.
Anyways, so I only finally got a new Apple phone when the 10s came out from my 5C. Now that is very many generations. My 5C to this day still works. It's just aggravating.
Yes.
Because Apple is it does do the thing where they quote unquote kill the phones to make you get the new.
Not even quote unquote. They kill the phones.
Well, see, the reason why I say quote unquote kill is because you can still use them. It's just aggravating to use like you're
Yes.
describing.
Yes.
And again, the only reason I have the new one that I do, which is a 12, I broke my phone in college severely. Like, the screen did not shatter. None of the glass on my phone shattered. But the LEDs within the screen did.
Busted. Yeah.
So I had to get a new phone entirely.
Yeah.
Sorry about the technology tangent.
Yes.
Anyways, Moon Knight.
Right. Main... Stop turning off. It's because I put the thing down, and it says... Oh, you're down. Turn off. Oscar Isaac plays Moon Knight.
Okay.
He did not die. Gaspard Ulliel... Terrible pronunciation of that.
Where we
who
apologize
plays
for butchering.
Anton Mogart is the one who died, and he died on January 19th, which I'm pretty sure is the day the trailer came out.
It might have been, yeah.
Let's check. Moon Knight trailer. Official trailer. Posted.
But yeah, either way, it is sad that an actor
January
died.
17th. He died 2 days after the trailer came out.
Either way, it is sad that an actor died.
He's a French actor. No wonder I couldn't pronounce his name. Gaspard Ulliel, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, either way, it's sad that an actor died. But let's continue
may
with
he
the
rest in
Marvel
peace, as well as Meatloaf. And Betty White. Happy birthday, by the way. We missed that.
She finally turned 100.
We didn't miss it. It was in the period that we're not on the fucking...
Anyways.
So, here's my idea. Eternals was a massive flop, comparatively, to other Marvel properties.
I have not seen it. I really haven't seen it.
I'm not saying have you seen it or not. I'm saying, comparatively, you would be less likely to see it than any other Marvel movie.
That
Correct?
bad?
Correct?
Probably.
Okay. With that being said, I feel like anybody who wanted to see it or would have ended up seeing it has already seen it.
It's on Disney at this point.
It's on Disney. It's been on Disney for a period of time. I've seen it. And it's also been out for however long it's okay to spoil it. Anyone who's seen it has.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's the breakdown from memory of watching it once and then having it on in the background to go to sleep one night. The Eternals are immortal beings that go to planets one at a time for fucking X thousands amount of years to fight and kill these creatures called deviants.
Okay.
To protect the sentient life or the intelligent life of that planet, such as humans.
Okay.
Because Earth had deviants at some point. Deviants came back or were hibernating or something, and that's why they came back. And the point of this movie is they continue to fight them. Eternals were made by the Celestials, which are real and have been real the entire time for billions of years.
Yeah.
Since before the Infinity Stones were created.
Okay.
We don't know if they created the Infinity Stones. It's a long story, whatever. What I guess the Eternals didn't know, the Celestials also created the Deviants as like a beta version of the Eternals, but because they grew sentient themselves, they became their own predatorial thing that would eat all living creatures.
Okay.
The reason the Eternals are sent to protect the sentient life and fight the Deviants is because those planets that they're protecting have essentially a celestial egg inside of it. And they have to gestate for billions and billions of years to grow into an actual celestial. Now, back in Infinity War, right before Thanos was about to, snap, which isn't a spoiler, it's been out for fucking years, around that point, the celestial that was in Earth was ready to go. Like, ready to just burst out, by the way, because when they get born, the planet fucking explodes. And then, but as a counter, because they're Celestials, they're supposed to be the good guys, but they're just like, godlike beings. They go out, create billions of stars to generate billions and billions of more planets. So it's like, kill one planet with 7 billion people on it to go and make hundreds of thousands of billions more.
It's the sacrifice of a few versus the sacrifice of many.
What is it? We don't trade lives, whatever, who cares? So, as Thanos was like doing all that stuff in Infinity War, before the snap, I think Tiamat is his name, that Celestial was ready to go. And he was just like waiting to what's this broken planet around me? Anyway, let's go make some stars. Ready to do that. Thanos snaps, cuts the population in half. Team has to go back to sleep for 5 years. Iron Man snaps everyone, or Hulk snaps everyone back. And then Tiamat's just like, oh, I guess it's ready to go again. And they're just like, ready to go right there. The Eternals find this out, and they're like, we like Earth because we've liked Earth. Also, the Eternals are basically robots. Not like robots, because they can like bleed and get hurt and get exhausted and sweat and stuff.
Cyborgs more?
If a Celestial made a robot to look human, an almost godlike creature made a robot to look human, it's basically a human, but they don't age. It's complicated.
Because I feel like this is the best way to make it work.
Unnecessary.
The robotic children from Five Nights at Freddy's. As Matpat describes them.
With less robot parts.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yes, remember, the entire thing is Charlie looks and passes as
correct.
a human.
And you
can
can cut Charlie and she can bleed. But at some point, it's not... In the books, don't they describe Charlie as, like, essentially a Terminator? Because Terminators can bleed. But if you were to cut the skin and then pull that off, it'd be a full robot hand.
Oh, God, I haven't actually read the book, so I would not know.
The robot part isn't really important.
Anyways.
Let's just say they're immortals that can die.
Okay.
If when presented to enough stress. So they're like, I like this planet. So their plan is to connect their minds. They also fight with themselves because some of them are like, we should let the Celestial grow so we can go out and so that more lives can be made. It's a necessary sacrifice. Like, one for the sake of billions in the future? Dude, you kidding me? And then they're like, yeah, but we like Earth. Plus, Celestials are, they can just go and make another planet that we aren't on, that we don't have to worry about dying because we're not there and we don't have to care about them. It's implied, but... so they use their... the engineer Eternal makes, like, these bracelet things that connects all their brains so they can amplify their power, and then turns Tiamat into just a big rock. So now there's just a big celestial-shaped rock on Earth, in the middle of the ocean, just there.
Alright then.
That's it. It's just there. There's like a bit of a head, and then a hand that's like doing this, and that's it.
I heard everything you said, and I think you can probably tell from my own demeanor that my brain wandered.
Correct. It's boring. Celestials are real. Earth had one.
Here's my thing. It's what my brain immediately did is, because I am a big, considering the name of this show, Otaku Outlet, I am a big anime nerd. The fuck was that?
That was a car with an extreme bass boost. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but...
Hope it didn't.
Yeah, I hope not. I can feel it in my feet. It probably felt something.
Yeah, I could feel it too.
Anyway.
Anyways, I'm a big anime nerd. And this is actually an anime that I tried getting you to watch. I don't know how far we got.
Is this a Marvel tangent, or are you going to the next subject?
No, this is still on the Eternals thing.
Okay.
What you just described to me caused my brain to think of a show that I tried showing you called Heroic Age. Now, mind you, because this is a show, they can flesh out stories so much better than a goddamn movie. But the entire point of Heroic Age is this tribe called the Golden Tribe created the planets and created the worlds that we now know. And created the other tribes. With the
is this the one with, 5? No. Voiced by J. Michael Tatum. Age. That was it.
When,
I know the names.
It's literally in the title, Heroic Age.
Go ahead.
But one of the planets they created was called the Heroic Tribe, which reminds me a lot like the Eternals. Or, not the Eternals, the Deviants.
Okay.
Where they saw how deadly they were and just basically destroyed it and took 5 of them and turned them into what's called the Nodo Stone and put them into 5 different races of aliens, even people, because Age is human and he has one.
Okay.
And the reason they did this again is because the Heroic Tribe was known for, if there were too many of them engaged in a fight, they would cause, it's weird. Basically, they just go feral. and destroy anything in their path, including planets.
Okay.
So my brain went to, wow, this sounds like the same thing I've already watched that is fucking old as shit and better. And not boring.
I wouldn't shit on Eternals because it was directed by a two-time Oscar-winning director whose name I forget. I'm sorry. Not because the story shit, because it was presented poorly.
My thing is you may say don't shit on it because of who directed it. My brain goes, I don't care who directed shit. If it's shit, it's shit.
It's not shit, though. It's like... It'd be like... I'm trying to think of a good example. It would be like having Shang-Chi with... As is,
mm-hmm.
with all, like, the Doctor Strange reference in it, and, like, the talk about the Avengers,
mm-hmm.
back when Thor came out. Before the first Avengers came out. It's like they're setting up things that do exist and will exist, and like they've said have existed, but we haven't seen a lot of it yet. So we're just like, there's so much going on. We don't... I want to give it the chance that Marvel wants us to have.
I don't mind movies that have a lot of things going on in them. Sometimes those can be actually pretty good. My thing is don't give me a movie that's just exposition.
You haven't seen it.
No.
Don't shit on... Don't shit a book by its cover.
Not going to, but again...
However, continuing
exposition.
with that, how the movie ends, apart from them freezing the Celestial and whatever, Aphamail, I don't remember his name, comes and collects the Eternals that are still there, and is like, you stopped this Eternal from hatching. I'll let this planet be for now, but your memories, which I can look at, are going to prove whether this planet's worthy or not. And we'll see. And then he disappears. And then the Earth is left in, what the fuck was that thing? So the guy that the main Eternal was talking to goes back to his house and is like looking at a box, opens it up, there's a sword in it. And there's an inscription, something about death. And some people, Matpat, are speculating the weird blah, 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 on the sword is symbiote, which means that sword is supposed to be Null's sword? I don't remember the name of the sword, but there's the character Null. Marvel. Hang on. Sword.
I have no clue what
you're
talking about.
The sword is called All Black. It's the first symbiote, which goes and spawns all the symbiotes, which is willed by a guy named Null, which is a guy who would go out and just kill Eternals.
Oh, okay.
So Matpat was like, what if this was that sword? I know it's not. It's probably more the Ebony Blade, which, I could be wrong here, I think ties to Blade.
I think
But that assumption is bullshit regardless, because as he's about to pick up the sword, someone off screen goes, are you sure you want to do that, Mr. Whitman? And the director of the movie confirms who the person was that said that, the actor. And then you look up that actor and you look up upcoming movies, and it's the new Blade movie coming out.
So it is.
So it's the Ebony Blade.
It's the Ebony Blade, yeah.
And it's the Blade, or the Blade sword.
Yeah. The freaking vampires are coming back.
Which is, no, they've been here the whole time. As Marvel says, they're sneaky.
No, when I say vampires are coming back, though, I mean we're going back to like 2005.
We have
level vampires.
We have Skrulls. We have the multiverse. We have Doctor Strange. We have What If. We have Guardians of the Galaxy. We have so many fucking things.
Yep.
And we're like, vampires? Really? Of all the things, vampires. And Marvel's like, vampires. And we're like, okay, whatever. Second post credits, or maybe either mid credit scene or post credit scene. I don't remember which. I think post credit scene was the Blade thing.
Anyways,
the other one Some of the Eternals are on the ship going to another planet to try and do whatever. I don't know. They're going wherever. And then they see some little glitch thing happening in the back of their ship, like a hallway. And then this dude pops out, drunk as hell, stumbles, falls over, voiced by Patton Oswalt, nonetheless. And he's just like, I present the great and mighty Star Fox. The Star Fox from Marvel.
Yeah.
AKA, I think a Guardians person, mainly. AKA brother of Thanos. Who is sort of an Eternal himself, not Thanos, Star Fox. But also, because of a retcon, Thanos is sort of a deviant, which is why he's really tall and purple and stuff. Or in the comics, I mean, at least.
Okay.
So, Star Fox and Pip the Troll, which as far as I know, has no direct movie.
I'm just gonna state this. This isn't me shitting on on the cinematic universe or anything. This is just my brain going, why does this sound like it's getting as complicated as X-Men with them retconning things?
Because we have an entire universe set up, and they are trying to do the equivalent of back when we just had Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, and Captain America. They're trying to do the equivalent of, hey, here's Hawkeye. Hey, here's Black Widow. Hey, War Machine. Hey, Avengers, Loki, more stuff. They're trying to do the equivalent of that. So on that scale, they're like, hey, the entire Blade franchise. Hey, Star Fox and Pip the Troll. Hey, Eternals, Celestials, all this other shit. Secret Invasion. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but I got something about those credit scenes. I was like, maybe Secret Invasion is a thing. But then it was like, oh, that has to do with Skrulls, because I thought that's what the dude was, but then it turned out being Blade.
It's so much. It's so much.
So much. I'm enjoying finding out. I'm enjoying the expansion of the universe. It's just like, hey, Star Fox. And I'm like, hey, I remember that name from something one time a long time ago. Pip the Troll, voiced by Patton Oswalt. Holy shit! By the way, that CG for Pip the Troll, dog shit. Really bad, comparatively, for the rest of Marvel. Like, actually, God.
And again, I wasn't trying to shit on the Eternals either. It was just more of
I know. You're just like, listen.
Like exposition.
Yeah. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I know it had. I know. I see it for what they were trying to do, not what everyone ended up seeing.
It's like how I like the first two Iron Man movies, but absolutely can't stand the third.
I don't think anyone can stand the third. I will stand by this statement until the day I die. Iron Man 2 is my favorite Iron Man movie.
Alright.
It is my favorite Iron Man movie. A couple reasons. It has I think, the most him, like, building and experimenting in his house between the three of the movies.
Yeah. For me, personally, in my own opinion, my favorite Avengers will always be Age of Ultron. As much as I gripe about the Quicksilver thing, the rest of it, I actually really like.
I almost understand that, but not quite.
Explain it, I'll see. The fuck was that? There are some weird things going on outside.
There's some yelling going on. Hopefully it's not the kind of yelling I was hearing a couple nights ago, having to do with these fuckers.
I know that was not that.
Yeah.
But, it was not the flesh pedestrians.
Yes.
But anyways, no, like...
Oh yeah, that was definitely a person.
Yeah,
I just heard, Mark!
I think that's either across the street or next door or something.
That could be John.
Oh, it could be
John. It kind of sounded like
No, don't be Jonathan trying to freak us out.
I really hope he doesn't burst in and go, listen, and we're gonna be like, welcome to the podcast. More movie stuff. I don't know if you know about this. Do you know Dave Grohl?
I don't recognize the name.
Of the fucking Foo Fighters.
Oh!
Dumbass! I thought you were being sarcastic for a second, and then I was like, oh my god, you actually don't remember.
No, see, okay, you say Foo Fighters and I know who they are. You tell me band members'
Studio
names?
666 is a new movie coming out.
Awesome.
About the Foo Fighters.
That sounds great.
It's like Dave Grohl playing Dave Grohl. And they're at this studio recording an album, and Dave Grohl gets, like, possessed or something. I have no fucking clue what the movie's about.
That sounds fun.
But it's Dave Grohl, rock music, and a movie,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, demonic bullshit, that's, like...
Sounds fun.
Yeah, so, whenever that comes out, I'm definitely gonna go see that.
It sounds like a shit ton of fun.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I'm going to divert back to video games real quick.
Okay.
Because, again, this week, Matpat released finally the second theory for Security Breach.
I don't remember if I've seen this or not.
The first
Spoil the hell out of it.
14 minutes of a 20-minute video is him clapping back at everyone talking about his first theory about the crying child being Gregory wrong.
Yes, it really is.
It was him clapping back.
He's like, I made a 25-minute video detailing so many things about this series that was going to end up having a part 2 anyway. And
you guys
all
stick
of
to
you
one
summarized it as Gregory is crying child the exact same way that Sans is Ness. I'm going to fucking kill you people, is what he said.
Basically. And the reason I love that so much is because let's go back to like the original Five Nights series.
Uh-huh.
If people were to do that to the originals, he would not say anything. He'd just be like, some of you
He'd be like, they're old. The story wasn't developed then.
He would have literally just gone, some of you had a disagreement with what I had said back then.
It's been 2 weeks.
With this one, he's just, you know what?
Listen.
It's just the growing up for Matpat that we've seen with
all
the
right,
theory of him
motherfucker.
just...
He went,
Literally,
all right, motherfucker,
a
listen
20-minute video, 15 minutes of it is him fixing and correcting people and also reiterating certain things. Like, and again, he had said this, I have learned on this show earlier in my career that things that were unused in the game files I can't use. They're not meant to be used because they weren't used in the game, right?
Correct.
All of you are coming at me stating that because of the unused dialogue between Freddy and Gregory, that Gregory couldn't be a robot. Hence where he comes in with the books going, look, they bleed.
They bleed.
Gregory, but
tell me one thing.
There was maybe 5 minutes of the entire video was actually dedicated to Vanessa, which was supposed to be the theory of that episode.
He needs a part 3 just to argue with his fans.
But no, so this is where also I was going to tell Monty about this. Me and my friends were talking yesterday, and this is an actual genuine question. Back when we were kids, like the ages of like Gregory and everyone,
so like 12.
Yeah, if the Pizzaplex existed, would you go?
Fuck no.
Would you go to it at all?
No.
And my response...
Do you know my reasoning, though?
No.
Because I don't go places.
Well, yeah, you don't leave your house.
You have a Nintendo at home!
Exactly.
Correct!
But no, my reasoning was, I would mainly probably only go to the arcade with Music Man.
Okay.
But everywhere else I would not go because I actually at a young age did not like animatronics. They actually scared the shit out of me.
That's fair. And you'd go to Music Man? Of all of them?
Because it's an arcade so I can ignore him.
Okay, so you'd go in, hold your face so you can't see what's on the right, and then go straight to the arcade.
Exactly.
God.
Just have my brother on the right side of me and go straight to the arcade.
Nowadays, we're all sneaking in our little siblings to get in because they're like, you're just an adult. And we're like, yeah. And they're like, you need a kid to get in here, like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
We're sneaking in all our little siblings, going in. They go do whatever the fuck they want. We're there for the fucking... We're there to simp for the main cast. That's what we're there for. Like, you're there for a fucking Sundrop, I guess? I don't remember who the fuck you were into.
God, I think I said Monty Gator, actually.
Fucking, of course you were.
I'm sorry!
Here's the level... Here's the level of simping for all of the main 4. I'm not going to include Sun and Moon, because that'll throw off the scale.
Yes.
Freddy's way up here. Way the fuck up here.
He is such a dad. It's so cute.
Monty Gator is like about here. Surprisingly, to me, and I might be biased, Roxy's like way down here. It's little, but it's lively. There is no fucking simping for Chica whatsoever.
And that is where I call BS because my Amber, who we've had on this podcast, Chica is her favorite.
In 7 billion people, one person.
Yeah.
And do you know why that is?
No.
We all got our simping for Chica out back in FNaF 2.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Toy Chica, I remember
Toy Chica got our simping out,
all the
and
fan
then
art of like her hips and everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
and now we have Glam Rock Chica, and everyone's like, "That's old news. Look at Freddy here."
And no, the only reason I say Monty is because you literally had me pick out of the main 4 of Security Breach.
Yes.
Otherwise, I picked Foxy out of every game.
Foxy is okay out of every game. In Security Breach.
He's not in Security Breach.
That's what I'm fucking. You see what I have to.
Yes.
You see what is your CEO? I say a very simple question of the main 4 of Security
And I
Breach. Who's your
answer
favorite? And you
Monty
answer
Gator.
Monty Gator. I say in Security Breach, who's your favorite? And you go Monty. And I say, or you go Foxy. And I go, that is not in Security Breach. And you go, then no one. And I'm like, you have all of Security Breach because you don't want to pick one of the
Then,
main 4.
you know what? Fuck it. Music Man. Because, fuck it, he's giant and funny.
Fair enough. He is pretty goofy.
The reason I love Music Man, though, is because I prefer... this is where I prefer Jacksepticeye's playthrough versus Mark's. Is he sees he goes up and sees Music Man before he turns him on and everything.
Right.
And he just sees
him...
Mark does that too. But he sees him snoring and he's just like, this is so cool. And then he goes back after the chase scene, though, and just sees literally him. And I'm just like, you know what? I like it. It's cool.
Where the fuck? Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
But yeah, out of the main 4, I have to pick Monty, I guess.
Of the main 4. Fair enough.
Sorry, but for me, Roxanne's a little too self-absorbed.
I want to see artists out there. I give you this idea for free. I want to see Steve Irwin dressed up as Monty Gator.
Yes. No, you want to know what I want to see?
I'm aware of the irony. Crocodiles and alligators are different things.
You want to know what I want to see? I want to see Steve Irwin going to the Pizzaplex.
Look at this big bear! You can fit a whole child inside. Cut the cameras. He's just looking at it like, shit. I'm sorry, Irwin family, for my terrible impression.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're sorry, but yes,
God.
It's great.
Fucking. What else was in here? Oh yeah, Cuphead's getting a show.
Yes, Cuphead is getting a show.
I think on Netflix.
Yes, that's what the trailer said.
This sounds stupid now, but as I saw it was like, hey, trailer, I went, hey, that looks exactly like the Pymations animation that he did however long ago it was. And then I kept looking at it and I was like, it looks like the animation because they're just following the old style of those age of cartoons, which is really easy to follow, which is probably exactly what Pymations did to make his show.
It's literally the golden age of cartoons.
Yes.
It's like, in all honesty, it makes me want to get... I love Cuphead, don't get me wrong. Cuphead was a fun game.
I've never played Cuphead. I know a few bosses, and that's about it.
A good friend of mine, B, owns the game and played it, and while she was playing, I was like watching her play it and talking to her about it and things.
So let's watch.
Basically,
what happens.
Let's watch, yeah. And
let's watch.
While she was playing it, though, we had actually made at the time plans to cosplay the characters together. Yeah. It never wound up happening because things happened, shit got busy.
Cupman and Mughead.
But no. One of the things, though, was, and it makes me think about, and this is what makes Cuphead getting a show makes me think, I would love to see, and I don't care who picks it up, Bendy and the Ink Machine. Mm-hmm. Actual, old-timey cartoons of Bendy and Alice Angel.
I would love that. And whoever the other two characters are, whose names you definitely
Boris.
forget. Boris. Goofy.
Forgot the other one.
Goofy.
Okay.
It's just Goofy.
Well, Boris is Goofy.
Is Boris the skinny one?
Boris is, yeah.
I thought Boris was the Pete-looking one. Okay, so Boris and Pete, then.
Yeah.
Because it is like a big dude, right?
I think so.
Like a big square-looking guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Has to be. Maybe.
We may need to rewatch some of the Bendy Plus games.
Did the game ever finish? Bendy and the Ink Machine?
Bendy and the Ink Machine finished.
Did it? Okay. I guess I just never caught up on it.
We will have to watch that.
That's the thing we have to. Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see Bendy and the Ink Machine cartoons.
have you seen a little show called Murder Drones?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I have here a little thing from a show called and you might be surprised. It's called Murder Drones.
Really? You don't say.
I don't. Audio listeners, that was a visual joke. I would recommend.
Hey, Jason!
YouTube.com/whatever the URL is to get to Stargazer Studios. How the fuck do I open this?
Would you like me to open it?
No, there's like no lid. Like there's a lid, but there's no lip to pull it out. Hang on, I got this. Okay, maybe I don't got this.
So I said, do you want me to?
Bad time to clip my nails.
I have
there
actual.
we go.
I was gonna say I have actual nails.
So Murder Drones. If I have. Fucking,
what is that URL?
What is that URL? I don't know the URL.
YouTube dot whatever the URL is.
Oh, did he link our thing?
He literally says YouTube dot whatever the URL is.
Oh, dot whatever. YouTube/com dot URL.
Yeah.
So, Murder Drones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spoil the whole show, but there was a pilot on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Fully 3D animated, as far as I know, just like a small group of people, or hell, maybe even one person.
Mm-hmm.
There's an artificial intelligent series of drones that help humans on other planets.
Okay.
One planet in particular, the humans kind of like fucked up a nuclear reactor, blew a ball to hell. All the drones survived, but because the company behind it, I think it's in the universe, it's called J.C. Jensen or something. That company was like, we don't want a whole planet of artificially intelligent, never dying, never needs to sleep, constantly thinking robots out in the universe. So we're going to go send murder drones to destroy all of those robots.
Okay.
We're following, like, basically the daughter of, like, the lead robot of the Resistance, which isn't really Resistance. They're just, like, in an underground bunker.
Yeah. Also, Jason, I don't trust you enough to see if that link is actually correct.
Whatever. We follow this girl. She goes out because she's like, I'm gonna fix my big rifle and go out and kill one of these murder drones.
Yeah.
And she goes and does that, and she finds one, blows its head off, and the head reforms, because they're basically fucking Terminators with wings.
Oh, fun.
They look pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you'll see what they look like in here. But they go through that. There's other murder drones. By the way, this murder drone she blew the head off of, she becomes friends with. And they team up to eventually go kill the rest of them and, like, save the planet and, I guess, take over the universe. Or go to Earth and kill other humans. Whatever.
Yeah.
That drone is called N. And it is voiced by none other than Michael Kovac. And I don't remember the name of the girl, but murder drone fucking poster. Oh, that is very cool. It's a little hard to see. I'll bring that closer. Murder drones. N is the one on the bottom left. I don't remember the name of the purple one. But yet another poster that I don't have room on my wall to put up. I think the show's pretty cool. I'm not being, like, if I were being paid to say this, we'd have a second microphone. I just think it's really cool, because I like the show, and the whole art style, and obviously Michael Kovac is in
it
there.
reminds me of Invader Zim. Art style.
Now that you say that, it really does. I will say the show is not, like, 2D, it is fully 3D. I don't want to say... It looks motion tracked, but I don't know if it is or not. It's a mystery that...
See, that I would not know. I was just going to comment that it is definitely not Johann Vasquez that made it, but it's very similar art
I don't know
style.
who the fuck Johann Vasquez is. Oh, is that the guy who did Invader Zim?
Yep.
I was going to say, that name sounds vaguely familiar, but
Creator
I was like,
Invader Zim.
wait.
You know what? At this point, there is no political party in any country that hasn't fucked up at some point.
Is Jason bringing politics into a nerd show?
Yep.
Dude. No. Calm down. This is a nerd show. Relax.
Like, yeah, sorry, Jason, but,
Oh my
like...
God. Oh, God. I'm gonna break it. I didn't break it. I got this. Wait.
Do you have it tight enough?
No, I got it. I'm gonna tighten it a little bit more.
Also, I will state this for everyone. Next week, we will have a pre-recorded episode of the podcast. Because Saturday, I have to go back to college.
You have to go back to your stupid school or whatever. For nerds. Nerd. This is the part where you say you're in college too, idiot.
Yeah. I know. But...
Anyway.
But no, so...
What else we got?
While we're doing that, I have a poster that is going to be up in my background in college that I love, that I think that... Monty, here's something that I would love everyone that's still watching us to read Monty for.
What's that?
You have never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender.
This is true.
I have a poster that is Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender and Todoroki that says, "That's rough, buddy."
That's rough, buddy.
And I now need to make this man watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Here's the thing about that.
Get back there, bitch! That was such a visual gag. Sorry, guys.
Now we're good. We're not gonna. Yeah, we don't gotta do that. Oh wow. I was looking to see what more stuff was. Literally on Wikipedia, January 18th, American company Microsoft announces its intent to purchase Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. This deal is the largest acquisition of a tech company in history. Fucking hell, that deserved I guess that deserved a second call out. $68.7 billion. Can we add just like $300 million more dollars on top of that, please? Just a 0.3 billion more. Just a little bit more. Just a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Just a tit. Who else? What happened? January 20. Who?
Huh?
Hang on. I'm looking through the Wikipedia because we still have a couple of minutes to fill.
Okay. You know, I actually rewatched Avatar recently just because, like, certain episodes and seasons, just because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I really, really, and it's not because I want you to understand the jokes or anything. It's just I feel like you would like it.
I do enjoy the concept, the story, the whole idea behind Avatar. I just don't care enough to watch. I will respect the show. I will care about the show. I will never speak ill of the show.
The only thing is, and I'm just going to state this, you don't have to watch the full show if you don't want to, but there are certain episodes I want to show you and I want you to have the context behind to understand.
That's fair.
That's all it really is there's like episodes and jokes and shit that I want you...
Then again, with Ruby... Mm-hmm. I'll fucking end up explaining the context instead of showing you the episodes because you don't care to watch the episodes, and I don't have the energy to argue with you.
I do care to watch the episodes. I'm sorry I haven't caught up with Ruby.
What was the last season you watched?
I think 8.
Liar.
Was it 7 then?
You can't... Oh, wait, I might be thinking of Eli. I don't think Eli's watched in season 3. I don't even think he's ever finished season 3, to be honest.
Yeah, the last thing they were still in Atlas.
Eli hasn't seen
I haven't seen season 8.
Fucking new style.
Yeah.
Eli hasn't seen that. Holy shit.
The only season of Ruby I haven't watched is season 8.
You haven't seen season 8?
I don't think so. I remember them still being in Atlas at the end of the last season I watched.
The show's been out for a while. What happens at the end of season... do you remember? You remember?
I remember this season they had gotten to Atlas, and then they were still stuck in Atlas because the communications had been destroyed by the... Fuck, what's her name? Salem.
Cinder.
Salem and Cinder.
Cortana. Wait. Is that true? Wait a minute. No, this thing, fuck off.
No. Here's a better way to... The last thing on the last episode that I had saw of that season, Crow had just killed Clover.
Wrong.
Crow didn't technically.
Wrong.
Crow did not kill Clover, sorry.
Tyrael killed Clover.
Tyrion
killed Clover. Tyrael.
But Crow was blaming himself because of the bad luck.
Who voices Salem in Ruby? Jen Taylor, who's best known for her voice work as Cortana. Yes, Cortana does voice Salem.
Nice.
But
yeah, that is the last season.
Jessica was the one who voiced
Cinder. But that is the last season I saw was when Clover died.
Yes. Which I am still upset over. Carrie Miles, I'm coming for you. That is not an actual threat. Or is it?
But yeah, no. So that was the last season I saw, which I think was season 7. It may have been season 8.
That was probably season 7.
Okay.
Couldn't have been season... Hang on. Season 1, season 2. 5 was nothing. 6 was the Apathy Monsters. 7 was after that. So they're in Atlas, helping them out. 8 is the aftermath of Atlas. So, yeah, 7 had to be where Clover died. Yeah. I don't know why I got really quiet, but
sorry, yeah, no. So I'm not Eli, who hasn't seen anything since season 3.
Correct. Hasn't even seen all of season 3.
I've only missed one season.
Yep. You know who I really miss?
Who?
Coco and Velvet.
Yeah.
I really miss them.
Yeah.
I want my chocolate bunny back.
You know who I also miss? Sun.
Yeah.
And Neptune.
Yeah. Once again, Ruby Chibi's using the characters better than the actual show.
Yeah.
Which, God almighty, you really think they'd learn. What a fucking...
What?
There's a meme that I just remembered that I had thought of like a week ago, and I can't talk about it because I haven't made it and I don't want anyone to steal it. But it's really funny. I promise. I'll show it off next week. I'll make it by next week and we'll show it on the show. I lost it. I found it. I didn't find it. There's nothing here. Thanks for watching. I don't know. I have nothing left, by the way.
I'm done too.
Yeah. Watch our show. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. What is it? We're live every week on Twitch at noon Central Time. Not 1, because we're not in the Eastern Time Zone, which is a lie.
Good job.
Nerds.